Hey guys, welcome back to L.J.W. My name is Victoria for those of you who are new here, and I'm back with yet another Bill Burr video. You guys know he's one of my favourite comedians. At the moment he's probably like my top favourite comedian, but it's always changing. Yeah, when I discover new comedians, they just become my favourite depending on the content that they put out. But yeah, Bill Burr is a consistent top. So yeah, I'm gonna react to his video on movie racial stereotypes. It's actually a standard segment on movie racial stereotypes. Yeah, I expect him to just go all in, not hold back on anything, and yeah, let's just jump right into it.
Let me ask you a question. How many of those white people in evil movies are they gonna make? It's like it's all the way down to swimming. I'm starting to run out of white guilt, you know? No, it's like those movies, they started off unbelievable. Started off with Roots, right? White guilt was at an all-time high. I could barely even watch it. I'm like, dude, I got it. My ancestors are evil. Please turn the channel here. Please turn the channel. They still hit on Fox. Turn the channel. This is gonna be all week. Jesus Christ, turn the channel.
I don't think I've watched Roots the entire way. I think I used to watch it on a channel called True Movies or something like that. And like, I never really fully watched it, but I just got the idea of it. It's like the standard slavery movie or whatever. But I just remember it being very, very long. That's just it. I remember it being very long and a lot of walking. That's as much as I remember. I actually haven't sat down to watch a whole Roots thing. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just, yeah, it's long.
Then in the 80s, there was like a football movie, then like Cuba Gooding wanted to be like a scuba diver. Remember that shit? And now, it's all the way down to swimming, and I gotta admit, I don't think I give a fuck. I'm not trying to be a dick, but it's a recreational activity. Plus, I've been in pools, there's been black people in the pool, you know, I never saw any white guy like trying to like fucking like prevent people from getting into the pool. So they're just like making this shit up. And I'm not being a dick here either, okay? Just to clarify, you know, I just want anybody coming up to me after the show, like, I was thinking it, and you fucking said it, man. I'm not saying that I don't think black people should be allowed to put on some Speedos and go for a dip. I'm not saying that shit. I'm just saying these movies, like, the characters aren't even believable. Like, they always have to have, like, the over-the-top, uninhibited white racist character, you know? You know, that guy, he's a guy like, he's supposed to represent all the white evil, you know? He's like the dude they always have, like, screaming during the movie trailer. They've been like, they were the first all-black swim team. Get out of the pool!
Yeah.
Got a big vein in the forehead. Just screaming shit, not even looking around, you know? Dude, it's ridiculous. Real racism is quiet.
Yeah.
It's subtle. People look around first. Make sure the coast is clear. Disclaimers, like, dude, you know I'm not racist, but these insert name followed by fucked up conversation, right?
I totally agree with what he says. I don't, well, at least in the UK here, I would say I hardly come across situations where I'm like, that is racism. It's usually super covert and they just super subliminal and just, yeah, you have to really read between the lines if you have time. If you're like me, I don't really like, if you're not able to say it to my face, then I kind of live life kind of not really looking for stuff like that. Stuff like that doesn't really bother me. I just kind of try to live my life. But yeah, I do agree with what he says. I think in movies they sort of try to over dramatize the idea of the racist dude, but in reality it's not always like that, at least not from my experience. So yeah, might be different in the US. I hear that racism is like, I mean, well, what we get from social media, the news, it's like it's a lot there, so I assume maybe it's probably different. I don't know, let me know.
They're starting to give me a complex. You know, because anytime they do a movie about a group of people that thinks dumb shit about another group of people, it's always like white dudes. So it's like, are white dudes the only ones who think ignorant shit about other people? No Mexican guy ever walked up to somebody from India like, what the fuck is that? White dudes are the ones walking around, what you guys little bit. Like, just have some of the evil shit that black people say about white people, when they're around,
That is so true. And I hate to be the person, no, I don't really care. I always think that every race, every subculture or whatever, they have their racist people. I think people are, I don't know, sometimes the idea of just a certain group of people constantly being crucified for racism, it's a bit like, when we all know that certain other people, get away with saying a lot of other stuff. That has never sat well with me. That's why I don't know, when it comes to the whole racism thing, I just kind of stay out of it. Because I just think no one's really perfect and people say some effed up shit behind closed doors. So I just, yeah. And black people do say a bunch of stuff as well. And I do think to an extent, and I'm probably going to get crucified for this, that they get away with saying, quite a bit of stuff, which I don't agree with. But yeah, it's just funny how sometimes the table is never really balanced, is it? But I kind of, yeah.
Like, what are some good examples, I mean, you hang out, you had a rough day, What are some of the classics? What smell like wet dogs, right? You got headlights or something like that? Just slip some of that shit in there. Get out of the pool! Wash your hair, motherfucker! Make it seem a little more... I'm just saying, all the way down to swimming. Where the fuck do you go from there? Would you like ping pong? They were the first all black ping pong team. They're gonna steal the paddles. My daughter's not playing ping pong. Walk it and show what you need to play ping pong.
His impressions are top.
No, I'm not saying that. I don't know, so just weird bringing this shit up, but... No, I'm not saying white people aren't evil either, because I know we're evil. I got the evil in me.
I think humans are evil.
That's why I try to suppress it. I'm trying to dress casual, you know what I mean? I'm serious, man. I tried a suit on the other day, I felt it coming up. Like, fuck, man, I want to take over some shit, right? I want to start telling people what to do. I want to go through the lake, blaming on my secretary, Dude, I don't like those movies when they make black and white people get along, man. Even those ones seem ridiculous, because there always has to be like some sort of lesson in those movies. Just like, I never looked at it that way. It's like that never happens, Anytime I've ever hung out with a black dude, at no point during the evening is he like trying to teach me how to dance. That interracial footloose moment they always have to have in all movies. And I don't know his neighborhood and trying to save a school, How many times are they gonna make that movie? You know that movie? The white person goes into the projects.
That's what cringes me out. Just no. Why does it have to be the white person going into the projects? Why is it never But then again, I don't watch a lot of those movies, but I do kind of understand what he's saying. It's just the person coming to just save the day and all that stuff. To be honest, I feel as though there shouldn't be that much of disparity but then again, I'm speaking from as someone who's lived around white people or Caucasians, whatever, English people. To me, there isn't much, obviously within culturally there's a difference, but in the day-to-day life, there really isn't that much of a difference. So when movies overly highlight these differences, I'm just but that's not true. It's really not that different. But then again, I'm speaking from someone who has grown up in England, and so it might be different if you grew up in the US or in the Bronx or, I don't know what, the Bronx, I'm just going to stick to that. It might be different. But those movies are just a bit cringe and very unrealistic. At least to me anyway, which is probably why I don't watch them.
They just have to make a difference. They just made that movie again with, what was it, Hilary Swank? It's did you even need to go see it? It's let me guess, she shows up and they don't accept her. Right? And she goes home, she cries to her feminine boyfriend who's wearing sweatpants and he's cooking something for some reason, right? And he convinces her to give it one more chance, right? Then she goes back down there, she She starts drawing out their inner beauty. Next thing you know, they put a do-rag on her. She starts fucking dancing. And it's just embarrassing for all races involved. For the love of God, stop making that fucking movie. Dude, the amount of times they made that movie, I would think I would know somebody white who actually did that shit. She said, that's Mike. Yeah, he saves ghettos. That's what he does, you know? Sit down and watch Sports Center. You know, he's in the projects every weekend. Writing his name on the blackboard. My name's Mr. Michael. All right, who threw that? Who threw that? She said, no, I got to lie.
Yeah.
And it always fucking works out, too. Anytime the white person goes down there, I want to see a movie where it doesn't work out. Like the white dude goes down there the first day, just gets the shit kicked out of him. Just leaving all negative. You can't fucking help these people, you know? Run out there, you're trying to do something nice, I couldn't get a goddamn word in. It's a $300 prescription.
Yeah, amazing, brilliant. Like, this is Bill speaking utter truth, and yeah, he's totally right. I just like some movies like that are just predictable, and there's nothing worse than predictable movies. It's probably why I stick to animations. I rarely watch real life movies. In fact, I don't really watch TV. Ask me what I watch. YouTube, that's what I watch, or animations, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, stuff like that just cringe me out because it's so unrealistic. It's like, that's not real life. And the thing is, people, it just kind of like, I feel as though it just encourages people who think that there's a massive disparity between the two sets of, like, the two races, and it's just not true. It really is not true. But yeah, if anything, I think that they should start making movies about cultural disparities. So, like, for example, I'd say Nigerians and Southern Africans. Now, that's something that I could be like, okay, yeah, there's probably a massive disparity between the two. Totally different cultures, X, Y, Z, you know, it's just different. Rather than black and white, that stuff is just, it's overplayed, it's overdone, and I just don't really care about it. Yeah. Sorry if I offended anyone, that's just really my truth. But yeah, I think that's obviously based on how I've grown up and what I've seen in my experiences. There really isn't that much of a difference, from being honest with you. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, and definitely comment down below. I'm curious to know what everyone thinks. I'm probably gonna get slated on the stuff I've said so far, but yeah, I'm just being honest. Like the video, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.